Hello everyone, right here I have a 2023 Proton X90 1.5 TGDi BSG Flagship. And today I'm going to make a startup and full vehicle tour video of it, show you the features inside and out. So here is the key fob. Let's go ahead and start it up first. Standard for the X90 in Malaysia is a remote engine start system. So to use the system, first make sure the car is locked, then press and hold this button. As you can see, the side mirrors are currently folded in. Upon turning on the ignition, the side mirrors will automatically fold out. Then upon locking the car, the side mirrors will automatically fold in again. If you press and hold on the unlock button, you are able to roll down all four windows in the car simultaneously, as well as open up the sunroof. And to close all of them back together, just press and hold on the lock button. Another standard feature for the X90 in Malaysia is Proton's version of a smart keyless entry and start system. So, just have the key fob on yourself. The car is currently unlocked. To lock the car, press the indented area on any of the front door handles. And to unlock the car, just wait a moment and tap the area again behind any of the front door handles. Along with that smart keyless entry is a keyless push button start system. So to start the X90, make sure the key fob is inside the car. Put your foot on the brake and press the start button to the left of the steering wheel. A rack and pinion steering system with electric power assistance is what the X90 uses. The Premium and the Flagship trims get a Nappa leather steering wheel with a flat bottom design and sport grips at 10 and 2. A 7-speed dual-clutch transmission is the only option available for the X90. Also known as a DCT in short, this transmission uses two clutches, one for odd gears and another for even gears. The aim of a DCT is to provide faster shift times and improved fuel consumption when compared to a regular automatic transmission. This transmission features a manual shifting option selected via the gear lever. Front and rear parking sensors along with a reverse camera are standard features across the range. Meanwhile, the executive trim and above add on a 360-degree 3D camera system. When the camera system is active, the rear camera, the rear 360-degree camera view, the front camera, and the front 360-degree camera view all feature active guidance signs. The guidance signs can be turned on or off via a button within the reverse camera view, and within the 360-degree camera view, the automatic parking system can be activated. This automatic parking system, called Auto Park Assist, is a standard feature for the Premium and the Flagship trims, and one can select either the Park In, the Park Out, or the Free Start options. Within the 360-degree camera display, one can select the desired camera view. The top button to the right of the camera display exits the camera system, while the second from the top button is for the 2D 360-degree camera view. The middle button brings up the 3D camera view, of which more camera angles can be selected and the 3D camera angle can be moved around as well. The second from the bottom button lets drivers select the rear side camera view, the front side camera view, the reverse camera view, or the front camera view. Lastly, the bottom button brings up the camera settings menu. Safety features for the X90 include 6 airbags, an anti-lock braking system, electronic brake force distribution, brake assist, electronic stability control, a traction control system, hill hold assist, hill descent control, rear collision warning, lane change assist, rear cross traffic alert, an alarm system, and an immobilizer. Isofix child seat anchor points are found on the outer two middle row seats. A tyre pressure monitoring system is present on the executive trim and above. The premium and the flagship trims add on a driver assistance safety suite, and this one consists of autonomous emergency braking, forward collision warning, intelligent cruise control, lane departure warning, lane departure prevention, lane centering control, emergency lane keeping assist, and traffic sign information. 19-inch 5 V-spoke two-tone alloy rims are found on both the premium and the flagship trims. The rims on this car are wrapped in Continental Eco Contact 6 235/50 R19 tyres. The disc brakes are ventilated in front and solid at the rear, while the suspension comprises McPherson struts up front and a multi-link setup out back. Proton's third crossover SUV after the X70 and the X50 is called the X90. Unlike the C-segment X70 and the B-segment X50, the X90 is a D-segment vehicle. However, like the X70 and the X50, the X90 is also a rebadge of a Geely vehicle. In the case of the X90, it is based on the Geely Haoyu. While it may be a rebadge in terms of overall design, the X90 is unique in its own sense as it is the only right-hand drive model when compared to the Chinese market Haoyu, which is also known as the Geely Okavango for international markets. The X90 rides on Geely's CV platform and is built in Malaysia since day one. While the X70 and the X50 had a couple of engine choices, the X90 is only offered with a single 1.5 TGDi mild hybrid petrol engine. Apart from Malaysia, the X90 is also sold in Brunei, Mauritius, and South Africa. The X90 had its media preview session on 28 March 2023 before it went on sale in Malaysia just under 6 weeks later on 7 May 2023. For the Malaysian market, 4 X90 variants are available: 1.5 TGDi BSG Standard DCT, 1.5 TGDi BSG Executive DCT, 1.5 TGDi BSG Premium DCT, and 1.5 TGDi BSG Flagship DCT. The Standard, the Executive, and the Premium X90s are 7-seater 232 configuration vehicles with a bench seat in the middle row, while the Flagship X90 is a 6-seater 222 configuration vehicle with captain seats in the middle row. The X90 is powered by the JLH 3G15TD, 1.5 litre, dual ovate cams, 12 valves, turbocharged 9.3 petrol engine. This engine features a 48-volt electric motor synergy mild hybrid system along with variable valve timing and direct injection. The engine itself produces 175 horsepower at 5500 RPM and 255 Nm of torque at 1500 to 4000 RPM. Meanwhile, the electric motor provides an additional 14 horsepower and 52 Nm of torque. The fuel tank carries 60 litres of petrol, and the combined fuel consumption for the X90 1.5 TGDi BSG DCT is 6.8 litres per 100 km. The X90 is a front-wheel drive vehicle. Exterior features of the X90 flagship include automatic manual leveling LED reflector headlights, automatic wipers, automatic high beams, LED daytime running lights, LED cornering lights, LED sequential front indicators, LED side and rear indicators, LED front and rear fog lights, LED rear lights, LED rear number plate lights, body-colored and chrome door handles, body-colored side mirrors, roof rails, the spare tyre under the rear of the vehicle, and a single exhaust pipe. Speaker, bottle holder, storage, mirror controls, central locking, window lock, and your window controls. All of the windows in this car are powered, and all of them do have a full automatic function in both directions. Interior brightness adjustment, headlight level adjustment. This button operates the power rear hatch, storage, Proton door sills, and the driver's seat in this X90 flagship does get full powered adjustments. All of the controls are located right down there, including your two-way power lumbar support. Alright, so let's go ahead and see how it revs. dual zone automatic climate control system. The front controls are right here, and there are a separate set of fan speed controls for the rear, which I'll show you later. But back to the front controls, apart from the physical controls below, we have the climate control display located within the infotainment display, and within that climate control display you have additional functions that you can select. But back to the controls below, from left to right we have the passenger side temperature, fan speed down, fan speed up, automatic mode, off, recirculation, front and rear defrost, and driver side temperature. Now, right down here, apart from your front and rear defrost, off, recirculation, you also have sync, which means if you have it turned on, the driver's side will control the temperature for both sides, but if you turn it off, each side will have their individual temperature controls. You have maximum air conditioning, automatic mode, different modes. You can activate your rear air conditioning from right here, and right above you can select your ionizer mode, eco mode and whatnot. And this part brings up the climate control settings. Well, right here you can select the 3-stage cooled seats for the driver and front passenger. You can also activate the cooled seats for the middle row seats. This button puts the display into screensaver mode. Down here, the left USB-A port is for charging, while the right USB-A port is to connect to the system. Here you have storage. It also doubles up as the Qi wireless charging pad. And below the center console, we have more storage, together with a power outlet. Right here, you can activate the vehicle's parking sensors and automatic parking mode. And right here, you can select between Eco, Comfort and Sport driving modes. This one is for the downhill assist control. This one brings up the 360-degree camera system, while this one activates or deactivates the vehicle's traction control system. Right here is the X90's electronic parking brake. It is currently engaged. To disengage it, put your foot on the brake and push the lever down. To engage it, simply pull the lever back up. There is an auto hold function for the parking brake, whereby say you arrive at a stop such as a traffic light or traffic jam. The car is in drive, you lift your foot off the brake. With the auto hold function activated, the car won't actually move forward or roll back. The X90 comes with an integrated touchscreen head unit. This system features a 12.3-inch infotainment display, various media connectivity options, navigation, and 6 speakers. The stock sound system that this X90 uses is actually quite alright. We are currently in the Bluetooth audio streaming menu with the current song playing information, with the song title. The album and artist name will show up here if available. You can play pause, go back a song, go for the song. And to the right you can select between radio, USB and Bluetooth audio streaming. This one brings up your voice control system. This one brings up your climate control system. Hit this to go to your list of apps, where you can enter your QD link menu, bring up your 360-degree camera, enter the settings menu. Right here, we have your rear view mirror settings, lock settings, light settings, wiper settings, and to the right, vehicle information, your rear hatch settings, window settings, driving mode, vehicle control. And apart from vehicle settings, we can also set your cockpit settings with your display settings, sound settings. Right here, you can set your equalizer settings, balance and fader, volume, adjustment, safety tone. And we can set your wireless charging settings right here as well. You also have your ADAS settings with your various driver assistance functions. And right at the bottom, we have the system settings with your Wi-Fi, Bluetooth devices, personal hotspot, so on and so forth. We can also access the A store right here. Under phone, we can dial a number, look at your phone book, look at your call lists and whatnot. Calendar brings up obviously the calendar. We can access the Jukes Music app, change the theme, access the Shop app, Spotify, view photos, perform network diagnostics, enter your Proton Member Center, and view the media. There are more apps to the right, where you can view videos, look at the weather, and enter the map. Right here, we have your warning reminder, and right here we have the maps. Here we can enter an address, bring up your map settings, and to the left we can change the map view, view your traffic information, and expand or zoom in. Right here we have the main page where you can view your map, view your vehicle status, view the weather, control your media, and look at your recently used apps. You can also access this page by pressing the home button. Now if you swipe from the top down, we have a list of shortcut buttons. You can also control the volume, brightness, and connectivity options. You can bring up the settings menu right up here. Now, within the shortcut buttons, you can activate or deactivate the vehicle's automatic stop-start feature. If that feature is activated, the engine will momentarily shut off again when you arrive at a stop, such as a traffic light or traffic jam, to save that extra bit of petrol that the car uses. Front quarter windows. And as shown earlier, this car does have power folding side mirrors. To fold the side mirrors in from the inside, twist this knob to the top. Electronic central locking. Wiper controls. This home button. Press it and you go to the main page within the infotainment display. Apart from that, you also have your mute button, seat track, volume controls, different media mode selection, and hit this button and you can control the multi-information display located within the instrument cluster. Right now, to clear the message, just click the volume wheel down, and then we can enter the vehicle menu with your EPS mode switch, over speed, volume, maintenance information, maintenance reset, language. You can set the time, units, and back to the EPS mode switch. You can also look at your navigation, personalize the instrument cluster layout, so we can have this one, or this one. You also have your vehicle messages, and back to the vehicle menu. To get rid of the menu, press this button again. Right here we have your adaptive cruise control and speed limiter controls, voice control, Bluetooth telephone control, light and indicator controls. And if you turn on either the left or the right indicators, the side camera view will turn on within the infotainment display. If you press the trip button at the end of the light and indicator stalk, you can go between the instant fuel consumption, energy recovery meter, and mileage, trip 1 and trip 2. Within the two trip computers, we have the mileage, average fuel consumption, average speed, and elapsed time. We can also view the tire pressure monitoring system, and back to the instant fuel consumption, energy recovery meter, and mileage. The steering wheel in this car is tilt and telescopic. You adjust it using this lever right here. Cup holders, front center armrest with storage down below, auto dimming rear view mirror, sunglass holder, LED reading lights, They also double up as your interior lights. And this button turns on or off the lights when you open the doors. Right here you have your sunroof controls. This one controls the shade, while this one controls the glass portion itself. We can also open up the sunroof as a vent and close the shade if you did not want that much sunlight coming in. Sun visor for the driver's side does get a vanity mirror and an LED light. Alright, so I guess that's it for the startup. We can turn it off right now. And continue with the rest of the tour. Window control, speaker, bottle holder, storage. And to gain access to the last row of seats, you can either pull this lever, flip the seat back forward, then use the bar down there to move the whole seat forward, or you can just climb in through the middle. This lever also allows you to adjust the angle of the seat back so you can have it more upright or more laid back depending on what you prefer. And the seat position, you can also adjust it depending on, again, what you prefer. Now that I'm in the last row of seats, I did set the middle row seats to a position that I would feel comfortable in. I'm about 5'7", which is about 1.7 meters tall. There is actually quite a lot of room to stretch out my feet underneath the middle row seats. I get about this much in terms of legroom, and about this much in terms of headroom. Surprisingly, for last row seating, it is actually quite spacious back here. The seats are fairly nice and comfortable as well. And on the middle row seat backs, you do get storage pockets. For the last row, we have a bit of surface storage with a cup holder and a USB-A port for charging. We have aircon vents right above. And climbing into the middle row, I did set the driver's seat to a position that I would feel comfortable in. Again, as mentioned earlier on, I'm about 5'7", which is about 1.7 meters tall. There is a lot of room to stretch out my feet underneath the driver's seat. As for legroom, I get about this much. And I get about this much in terms of headroom. Again, like the last row of seats, it is very nice and spacious back here. The seats are comfortable as well. And on the front seat backs, we have storage pockets together with cutouts that help with additional legroom. Here we have the aforementioned rear fan speed controls. And as shown earlier again, for the middle row we have cooled seats that are 3-stage for both sides. Below the fan speed controls, we have USB-A and USB-C ports for charging. And right at the bottom, we have a bit of storage. There are adjustable armrests for each middle row seat. And right above, for both sides on the middle row, are grip handles, hooks, LED reading / interior lights, and aircon vents. There are 4 ways to open up the powered rear hatch in this 2023 X90 and 3 ways to close it. Boot space in the X90 is 257 litres with all the seats in place. With the second and the third row seats folded, boot space increases to 2050 litres. To the left of the boot is an LED light. Underneath the boot floor is storage along with the vehicle's warning triangle, toolkit, and jack. Adjustable headrests for all rows of seats in this car. Window control, speaker, bottle holder, storage. And the front passenger seat in this car does get full powered adjustments as well, with the same set of adjustments as found on the driver's side, just that this side loses out on the two-way power lumbar support and height adjustment. Nicely sized glove box. Grip handle for the front passenger. And the front passenger's sun visor does get a vanity mirror with an LED light as well. Alright, so let's start it up with the door closed. Alright, so that's it for the startup and full vehicle tour video of this 2023 Proton X90 1.5 TGDi BSG Flagship. Thanks for watching and goodbye.